So without further ado, I'll just dive into it. Quick intro about myself. My name is Mohammed in real life, aka MB in real life as well. I go by this nickname. And in the NFT space, I'm known as Mbizzle. I've been fortunate to be in the digital space for almost 26 years now, since 1997. So that's that was like a year before Google came into the picture. And I just dived into it from day one. Fell in love with the digital space, been there from Web 1, Web 2, and now entering the Web 3 space. I run a digital agency based out of Dubai, where we've helped a lot of these brands that you see in front of you grow, and whether it's different services in digital space, other brands that we worked on. So we've worked a lot in the digital space when it comes to helping either brands from a branding aspect, from a digital aspect, from really helping them understand where their audiences are. And the past 13 months or 14 months now, I've ventured into the NFT space. I was kind of forced to because it is the future and it is part of the digital growth. And since I run the agency, so whether I like it or not, I got to immerse myself into it. And thank God I fell in love with the whole space. I started off from actually being addicted to actually working and tracking NFT projects. When it comes to the launch date, did I join Discord? Am I whitelisted? Did I submit my wallet? What type of project it is? And as you can see in front of you right now, that was like the sheet that me and another co-founder of NFTY were working on. It was just me and him creating this sheet, tracking it, being into the space, and actually created this document to kind of help us understand where we are with every single project. You know, at the time of Zoo Friends, Quirkies, Clementine's Nightmare. So that's how long I've been working on those projects, trying to mint them and whether we won or not. And one thing led to the other, that we came to a point where, you know what, we're tracking about 98 projects. We're tracking another document which shows us all the whitelist, Launchpad submission. So so we have to keep track on all the projects where we submitted and whether we've actually won or not. So we came to a point where it was just like mind blowing. You know, we just couldn't handle it anymore in terms of like manual process, especially that we both have our day-to-day job. I run a digital agency. My friend works in international, multinational IT company. So we're like, you know what, since I have the digital agency, why don't I actually create a system that will make our life easier for me and him, you know, just like similar concept as working in the backyard or in the garage, you know. So we created a system that actually saved us so much time. And that system was actually NFTY, which I'll show it to you shortly. And that system kind of helped us save us so much time. One, because of all the projects being linked to each other when it comes to data. Being able to select and click on the status update, being reminded when there's a launch date, whether it's pre-sale, whether it's a wallet collection time, being able to convert the date into your local time. So it kind of saved us a lot of time. And then one thing led to the other. We started like getting more into the space. We met some nice people into the space. One of them is, which I'm sure you guys know of, NFT Zerk, Liam. So we were working on some of their projects. So for example, we've built Neuromod's off-chain token marketplace, the websites and the whole shebang when it comes to the development. We've also built Zerk's Pass landing page. So we got to know the team behind these projects, and one thing led to the other, where they're like, Liam was like, man, we're all struggling in terms of reminders, in terms of tracking, and missing so much whitelist opportunities. I showed him the system. He's like, why don't we actually show it to the community? You know, give it away to the public. You know, in terms of like allowing us to help them save time and money. You know, if you manage to actually get whitelist, and that's how it happened. So the platform has already been built. It was built since January. We've been working on it. The idea wasn't to actually create it as a public platform, and then here we are. One thing led to the other, and we actually built a whole platform, as you can see in front of you right now. So I'm going to walk you through it in terms of different modules, important steps. I'll cover the core modules of how it will save you so much time, and to show you how it's a customized platform. What I mean by customized platform, it means that you're not restricted to use the data that's here. You're able to customize it, similar to an Excel sheet, an online sheet, because our unique selling point is to actually push you to stop using an Excel sheet, to use a platform that's all integrated, that has a crowdsourcing module, which I'll talk to you in a bit, and save you time and effort. So this is the first sign-in area. When you actually sign in, this is your first dashboard that you get introduced to. You'll see here the projects that you're tracking that are minting soon on the left. At any point in time, I'm sure once you get to know the platform more and more, because there's a lot of features. So even right now, I won't be able to cover all of them because there's a lot of like options, functionalities built within the platform. So here, for example, at any time, you actually would see whether you've won a raffle or you're whitelisted, that you joined Discord, did you get the rule on Discord. You just tap, tap, tap to just set yourself as reminders. And here are the projects that are minting soon that you're not tracking. So what I mean by that is that we have a team of 6 people every day working around the clock, adding projects to the system. And as you can see here, you have all the projects that, whether you're tracking or not, will actually be displayed here. Whether it's a calendar about pre-sale, you want to sort it by public dates, or TBA, because a lot of projects out there do not have dates set yet, but there are projects that you might want to actually track. So that's where this nice aspect comes in. And by the way, these project analysts that are working on the system to update data, they're not only adding the project, but they're actually always visiting the Discord, the Twitter, and being on top of the project to see when the launch date is, to actually do to do it on your behalf, saving you time. We're confident enough to say that we've reached about 95% accuracy. The rest of the 5% accuracy would be sometimes someone from the community is able to get us an update faster than us at some point, because it is a manual labor at the moment. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We moved very fast in terms of the accuracy of the platform, and we haven't received complaints for a very, very long time. Again, we've been live for about 4 months, by the way. It's not a new project, and we did it on purpose to take our time because we wanted to hear from the community. So going to more details, and here are the most tracked projects within the NFTY user base. So we have about 8,000 wallets that actually have registered to the platform or using the platform. So again, we have nice data to actually inspire you to get to know projects that you weren't aware of. You want to actually view more, you can view more, opens like about 10, and here view all, will take you to project tracker, which I'll walk you through it shortly. Most tracked projects you can see from the daily basis, the past 3 days, the past 7 days. This is the calendar, which you have here on the menu, a bigger format of the calendar, but here you can actually sort by month, by week, by day. And that shows you all the projects in the system. If you want to see only the projects that you're tracking, you tap here, and these are the projects that you're tracking. And at any point in time, whenever you see the logo of the projects, you tap on it, and you actually see the details about it. You don't have to actually go anywhere to know more about it. You can visit it. The Twitter, the Discord, whatever information was added. So this one, for example, I don't have it on my dashboard, but I have it. I can see it here. And regarding the price, we support all currencies. So you as a user, you're able to pull SOL projects, BNB projects, ETH projects. It really doesn't matter. If there's any currency that's not available, just give me a heads up, and it will take us 3 seconds to add it to the system. And now you go down as well. So even here, you tap here, you see more details about the project. You can add to your calendar. You click here to see apparently there's 16 more. So we've prioritized the dates in terms of what shows you in the beginning. But at any point in time, you just tap on it and you actually see more data. Here you see the whitelist that you've actually won. And where did you win it? Is it through ZerkPass? Is it through NFTY? Is it through Neuromod? It doesn't matter. You're able to configure it, which I'll show you here in the giveaway tracker. And here are the giveaway, the whitelist giveaway that you're still waiting it's still pending, whether you have won or not. And where did you submit it? It was at NFTY or somewhere else. So and right now I just covered like the dashboard. So before I enter the project tracker, let me talk to the project tracker, and then I'll show you the profile configuration. So when you tap on the project tracker, you see all the projects that you've actually added that you would like to track. And you see here basically the project name, the public date, the price of the project. Sometimes it's ETH, sometimes it's pre-sale, sometimes it's public, and between parentheses it shows you the number of mint you're allowed to do per sale, the links of the projects. You want to actually add it to your calendar, boom, you can add it on your Apple, Google, regular, Outlook, Teams, you name it. You just tap on it and it just takes you to Google. Now here, because you saw that there are two events, there are two dates, so it needs to understand that what date you want to add to your calendar. You choose the one, add to calendar, opens your Google Calendar, and boom, you just add it and you're good to go. So going back here, you can actually save it as favorite. You can tap to actually do either to delete it. And you have here, the nicest feature ever is the notification system. I haven't configured my email and phone number, that's what's giving me this. But as soon as you do your configuration in your profile, it will turn to yellow, which means you'll start getting WhatsApp reminders, email reminders on the different dates that are actually put here. You want to flag the project. Have we done a mistake from the data being wrong, from the public date being wrong, the website is wrong, whatever is wrong, or you just put your own comment, you describe the problem, and you submit it. You can edit the project, and that's where now the beauty of the system comes in when I say it's customizable. When you want to edit it, you can put the data that you actually want to have. You can put your own notes, you can choose a different date, different time, different supply. You might have data that's different than what we actually put for whatever reason. You can modify everything by the edit button. And now the beauty behind this is that as soon as you submit, it becomes your data. You customize it the way you want. It's not going to impact anybody else in the space that's using the system. And what happens here is that the system will be smart enough to understand that this data has been modified by you. But let's assume and let's say somebody from our project analysts did update this project after you've actually modified manually. You'll start seeing a bell looking like that one, a bell looking icon beside every area that has been modified. It's not going to modify automatically unless you specify it in your profile settings, which I'll show you in a bit. But at any time you see the bell, there's no bell here because I've put the auto update option on. You'll see the bell, you tap on it, it will refresh with our data instead of yours. And then you can resume to either depend on our data or use your own data. And that's like one, and this is not only the field that you're able to put on the dashboard from a visual perspective. Since we're here, I'm just going to jump directly to the profile. Here, I've chosen these fields to be shown in my project tracker, but at any point in time, you can actually add more fields, and that comes from the project itself, the data, the links, the supply, and the price is already there, and maybe the wallet used. Update. And now look what's gonna happen here. You refresh, and now you have much more fields that you can actually have and glance it on from a bird's view instead of actually going to the edit button to see what's going on with that project. So you're free to customize it the way that you actually want. And the reason why we did that is because the list is huge. Some people don't mind, but some people were annoyed that it became too much for the eye. So we developed all this to make it a free system that you guys can actually, you're free actually to customize the way that you want. You can also change the layout. So this is what you just saw is data table. You can sort it by or organize it by row. So I'm going to refresh it. Look what's going to happen. The whole interface changed. More space if you like more space. Same exact data will be seen. You just have icons here, system here, everything is there. You can decide to do it via column base, submit, and now you have like a bunch of boxes that's going to show, boom, You just choose and decide whatever you feel is right for you. If you have any input, just go ahead and share with us, because you'll see, if you have been following us for the past almost 6 months now, most of the changes have been done by listening to the community. It's not a company whereby it's just like one-way communication. Like all the stuff that you see here, I would say 60% came from we built the core, but the rest of the 40%, actually it's 50-50. The rest of the 50% was from the community's input. So now going back to the database, data table format, just going to remove some just for the eye, and update. Going back here. So that's your project tracker. And now I'll show you the different options. Oh yeah, before I jump into the profile. So here you can, this is where you can actually search. You can search for ongoing projects that is on your, that you're tracking. So here, let's say I'm tracking about 50. I won't remember all of them. I just remember the name of the projects. Fat Cats, for example, Fat. It will open directly and you continue doing the same thing you've been doing. You can actually sort it by the following: public sale, date, ascending, descending, the name, ascending, descending, ETH sold, and whatever you actually want. If there's anything else you guys feel you can add here, drop us a message on Discord and we'll make it happen. And here you have the, so that's the project tracker. And here you have this button, this menu item that's almost everywhere. Here you click and you see all projects in the dashboard that you're able to add to your project tracker or flag if you want. So here, for example, you can see there's 2,434 projects on the system that's constantly being added. You can click the archive button, and this you'll see projects that you have 1,510. These have already minted. So imagine we managed to insert about almost 4,000 projects in the system, and constantly adding it every single day to really make the NFT space a better place. You can also search here. So let's have a product. There you go. Any point in time, same thing. You tap, it's not here. We'll add it as well to get more information about it. You can add it to your project tracker, and by quick add, so by doing this, it was added to your project tracker. And here, you can actually, instead of quick adding it, you can add it. What this happens is that it will open the project already filled with data that's already there. You're free to double check, cross check, make sure everything is fine, and then submit it. So that's another way of adding it to your project tracker. And when I go to the project tracker now, let's give it a tracker. Project tracker, they're here. They've been added here. This one and the product one. Where is it? I don't remember actually which one I just added. So these are different ways that you can add projects to your project tracker. Now, another amazing feature that we put, and this is now we enter the crowdsourcing elements of the platform. So when I come to track, because you want to track a new project, let's assume that a project is not there. Assume not there. Please remove. Okay. As you can see, there was no drop down. So if I type something, I get like already projects available in the system, and I choose, it will actually fill up by default data, also saving you time here. But let's assume I put a project that's not there for whatever reason, and I submit it. So what this happened, I put all the details that I want, and I actually submit it. What happened here is that it is added to your project tracker. So, where is it? Yeah, project not available. It is added to your project, but then look at the sign. There's a sign that is still not approved by NFTY project analyst. This is another one I was like doing a demo to somebody else last time. So we're not disrupting your day-to-day activity. You can keep on managing it. You can put your the dates. You can actually put reminders. You use it the way that you want. But what happens here is that this has been sent to a project analyst. They will check it, and they will verify it. By verifying it, this will be removed. But the second person that adds this project, let's say it happened that a lot of people are actually searching for it, the second person that searches will actually see the data that you've put, except the links, to protect the second person unless it's verified. So the links will actually be hidden, saying that it still hasn't been approved by the project analyst, because we're protecting you from potential scam. And we have a system in-house, in place, where the project analyst goes in and actually merges project together. If multiple people added the same project but have used different naming, different elements, but we know it's the same one, we merge them together. That gets reflected across every project out there, every tracker out there. So that's the projects. At any point in time as well, you can click on the search button to search for all projects as well. You don't have to go inside the the All Projects tab. Same thing here. You tap, you click on the little ones, and you see the details, and you close. So that's the All Projects, and that's a project tracker. The giveaway tracker is basically to track your giveaways. You know, these are the projects you want to track from a giveaway aspect. Where did I submitted it? When does it end? Did you win or not? The wallet that you've used. So you'll see from the profile settings, you're able to put multiple wallets that you've used for different projects. You can edit it at any time. Check it out. You click here. Where did you submit it? When does it end? Did you win or not? Which wallet you've used? I only have one wallet, so that's why I chose here. If you have multiple ones, it will show you a drop down. And it gives you like it's a bird's view of what you're tracking. And you're free to actually either keep it in the whitelist giveaway tracker area, or add it to your project tracker in order to be notified on the public sale, pre-sale date, and whatever dates you want to actually be notified on. Any point in time, you can click here to add a new project for the giveaway tracker to track. So these are the core modules that I'm going to walk you through for this session. And by the way, if you hold the project Founders Pass, you get access to the raffles. We have our own raffle system where you go in and actually register. When you register, you actually put the wallet that you want, choose the wallet, submit it, and you're good to go. Right now, for a temporary period of time, we've enabled it for everyone, not only the project holders. So make use of the raffles that we're going to start having on the system. We'll talk about this in a bit, or maybe on the next session, because it's a nice module to have. So here now, the most important thing, with my advice and recommendations, make sure you configure your profile settings the right way, because this will actually show you the hidden gems and the power of what NFTY Dash can bring to you in terms of saving time and money. So here you have your name, configure your name, your time zone. Super important, because our project analysts adds the time of the projects based on UTC. But by you choosing your time zone, it converts it to your own time zone, and what a lifesaver it is. The time format, you can choose as much time format as you want, whether it's like by minutes, by seconds, you choose in terms of how you would like it to show. These are the fields that you want to see, as I showed you earlier, in terms of the project tracker, what to show in terms of the fields. You can choose here, and also you can choose the fields you want to show in the All Projects tab. Here, for example, there's only like 1, 2, 3. If I actually add, I want to see the price, I want to see the links, I want to update, go in, refresh, boom. I got more data to actually see in a bird's view before taking my decision. Display time, you want to actually, as you can see here, this is this display time. You want to show only the public from to, or you want to show start date and end date, because sometimes there is an end period. So when you refresh now, look what happens. It shows you from to. So some people were annoyed at how big it is, so we gave them the option to actually choose whether you want start date, end date, start date only, or end date only, or both. The view tab, I showed you to you earlier regarding the way the project tracker looks like. The auto archive projects, so you have the options of either manually in your project tracker to archive when you want to delete it or not, because I already put the auto archive, so I don't have the option to archive. But if you remove that, let me just do it right now to show you. Refresh, you'll see here disappear. When I want to delete, it asks me to either delete or archive. So here I'm archiving manually. If you auto archive, automatically what's minted will be thrown in the archived button in your dashboard. Auto update projects, the data will automatically be updated with our project analysts data that we do on a daily basis. You can choose the profile pic, and you're done with the main information. The email is where you configure your email, your phone number, in order to start receiving WhatsApp messages, passwords, notification settings, super critical and important. This is where you can actually decide whether you want to be notified via email, via WhatsApp, you want to receive public sale notification or pre-sale notification or wallet collection notifications, you choose. you want to actually receive one notification before any of those dates by 1 hour, by 1 day and 1 hour, and you can add another one. So receive 2 notifications before or after the any of those, and you update. What happens is that whatever you've configured here will be applied to here, here, and here, because you're receiving 3 different notifications. And then you have, and here as you can see, you have to manually enable the notification on for every project. If you want to do it by default, just click here. By default, everything will be enabled for you to be notified. Referral code is basically a code that allows you to actually make money. So anybody that you refer, because right now we're on a subscription basis. If you hold the Founder's Pass, it's a lifetime, or a subscription basis, or if you're coming through a project, you get access. For the meantime, we're giving you we're giving free access to the system coming from our partners and our partnerships that we're doing with selected communities, such as Novus and others. So anybody that you refer to the platform that uses this code, because when you log into dashboard with an invalid NFT or access, it takes you to subscription. You put that code and you get 5% kickback, and the new person that's using the platform get a 5% discount. Login wallets, we got so much feedback that some people are actually, they want to put their NFT in their hard wallet. That's possible. You just have to add different logins wallet here. We configure it and you're good to go. Raffles wallet, you're able to put multiple wallets manually or using MetaMask. You can actually choose one master wallet per currency. So you can choose a wallet for Sol, a wallet for BNB, a wallet for Matic, dollars, whatever you want, call it whatever you want, and you're good to go. What this happens is when we give giveaways in NFTY, automatically if you're whitelisted, automatically we will detect if the winner matches the wallet address that you've submitted during the raffle giveaway to the wallet that you have here, and we will automatically mark your project as whitelisted and you won. And by the way, that system is also available for any project, any established companies like WAP, Premint, Pandas Tools, and right now Alphabot. If they're open to import the winners in our system, the users get automatically notified and their dashboard gets automatically updated. You would like to change your master wallet, you can go ahead and do it here in terms of your main wallet that you've used to log into NFTY, because that one will be linked to the subscription. Let's say you've used NFTY before and you had your dashboard, then you created a new account, you can merge them together with your data and you can deactivate your account here at any point in time. And that's your profile, which I highly recommend to configure before doing anything. The other modules are pretty much straightforward, from a profit calculator, putting all the variables here. It will tell you at which price you should sell the NFT to make profit. If you would like to sell it at 5 ETH, for example, it will show you that you've done 5 profit. If you want to make like 0.5 ETH, it will tell you to sell it for 1 ETH, for example. ETH or any currency. We call it ETH because it was created at that time, but it actually, you can just put any data that fits any marketplace. It's manually right now, but we developed the automated one, but we're just waiting for the OpenSea to give us your API. Social Insights allows you to add different NFT influencers in the space in order to track whether you're doing on Twitter or YouTube. So Bento Boy, for example, I've added them and actually see all his videos in a nutshell on my dashboard. Links is like a bookmark area that you can actually put in order to it's more of a bookmark area of the links in the NFT space. My notes, you want to put some notes and be reminded on them, possible here. Raffles I showed you, and the packages is basically, right now, for example, this wallet, I have access to it because we have a partnership with Neuromod, for example. And I hold the Neuromod NFT, so I get access to everything. Raffle, and last but not least, Discord. This allows you, I'm not going to go into more detail because that's a separate project that we were fortunate to be the first one to use it on NFTY. At any point in time, when you sign in with your Discord, you'll see this server from NFTY, And here, what happens is that you'll see the different channel names. And if you enable them, what happens is that you'll start receiving notification on your WhatsApp whenever anybody has mentioned anything in the announcement. So we're bringing, I think, so allowing you not to monitor Discord 24/7. You receive, so that's more on the alpha color channel. I won't go into more details. That's a teaser for next time. But yes, this is kind of NFTY Dash in a nutshell. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to do a follow-up workshop for your questions. Or if you have any questions, please send them over. You can join our server, tag me. It's hashtag Mbizo. And I'll be more than happy to answer anything that you have in mind. Take care, everyone.